Unbelievable. No, it's not better than being in person, but it's the second best thing for being in person. So excited to see this many people participating. Um, we have been doing Zoom meetings for years with our tech committee, and when this year started, we thought, or before the pandemic, we thought it's going to be 5 or 6 years before everybody gets on with something and wanting to push for a long time. But who knew that 3 months time that it would get this much better?
Hi.
People know what they're
Hi,
doing.
Benji.
Unbelievable. So I'm excited to see everybody at this first ever district town hall meeting. And I assure you, it will not be the last. This was the brainchild of Janine Healy, and the executive committee decided this was a great idea. So we have a lot to cover, and I'm not going to take much time to talk to you more, except to say that we have the best leadership team ever in District 4C6, and we are here at your service. Our GMT coordinator, Liz Crooke, that stands for Global Membership Team Coordinator. He'll give you some information tonight about the North America Membership Initiative. Global Service Team Coordinator, Bob Stewart, will talk about changes in the Granito Top Club Award. Not many changes, but some. And Global Leadership Team, Janine Healy, will talk about some awards. And we will then open the floor to your comments, because this is a town hall meeting for you to communicate with the leaders of the district so we can hear you and know what's in your mind and what is in your heart as far as what will help you to make your club grow and thrive. And so with that, I'm going to say, take it away, Liz.
Thank you, Governor Linda. Well said, my friend. Welcome, welcome, welcome to our first town hall meeting. As Linda said, the first of many. And I want to thank you for taking time out of your day to be here with us. But really, I know it's because we all just miss seeing each other. And I am thrilled that we have so many of our District 4C6 faces on the screen this evening. So thank you, thank you, thank you. So I want to spend just a couple of minutes talking about something very new in membership for this year. And as Linda alluded to, and you may have heard this once or twice, we have the opportunity to work with the North American Membership Initiative, also known affectionately as NAMI, N-A-M-I. But this is an opportunity that has never come along before with Lions Clubs International. So I'm going to spend just a couple of minutes talking about it. So what is NAMI? It is a focused effort to address and reverse the declining membership trend in Lions in the United States and Canada only. So this is specifically for the United States and Canada. It was started last year, 2019 into 2020. And Lions Clubs International identified 9 pilot districts to get them going and to get the process started. We were very fortunate in California to have one of those 9 pilot districts. That was District 4L5 down in Southern California. And we as California Lions have learned a lot from their experience. So now fast forward to February of 2020, when our then first Vice District Governor, Linda Pugliese, was in a very cold place, learning how to become a district governor. And at that time, Lions Clubs International opened the opportunity to become a district that is part of this initiative to all the districts and multiple districts in the United States and Canada. And can I just say, and this will not surprise any of you, I know, that Governor Linda was the very first governor in California out of all 15 to raise her hand and say, we're in. And I can just tell you that the dust has not settled since then. We are rocking and rolling with our North American Membership Initiative in District 4C6. So now fast forward to today, when we get to roll out the initiative to the Lions of District 4C6, so that you can better understand the resources and opportunities that are available to you. But what I'd like you to do for just a moment is stop and consider the relationship between membership and service. And we all are focused on service. It's our major initiative since Helen Keller asked us to be her Knights of the Blind. But don't you think we would be better equipped to provide service to our communities with more members in our district, in our clubs? I know for sure my club would be. And now I want you just to consider the relationship between membership and leadership. And don't you agree that if we had more members in our clubs that were willing to step up into leadership roles, we wouldn't be recycling the club officers like we are now, and we would have more hands to take part in projects and fundraisers and more ideas about how we could be more effective clubs. So membership is just not that awful M word. It's actually the key to helping us better serve our communities and to be stronger and more effective Lions clubs. So let's talk a moment then about our membership trends in District 4C6 for the last 5 years. And I've looked at those numbers for the last 5 years. And 2 of those years, we were positive. So we can do it. Unfortunately, 3 of those years, we weren't. And as a result, we've had a negative membership growth, just like the vast majority of the other clubs in the United States and Canada, which is why we're grasping at this initiative. Currently, as of today, our district is at 1,047 members. That's well below the 1,250 number that Lions Clubs International considers a strong district. So what that means is there is opportunity for all of us this year. So what does this initiative mean for your club? Well, we like to say it's your club, your way, because we recognize that what works for Salinas Host might not work for Los Gatos or Carmel or Santa Cruz or any other club. We all are unique and have our own personalities. So we want to make sure that you have the opportunity to craft a plan for your club that is going to be successful for you this year. So what we're going to ask you to do is to reach out to the Global Action Team, which is Bob Stewart, Janine Healy, myself, also your district leadership team, Governor Linda, First Vice District Governor Allen, Second Vice District Governor Kevin, and your region chairs and zone chairs. And let them know we want to work with you. We want to be part of this initiative. We want to craft a plan for our clubs to grow our membership because we want to better serve our communities. So now I'm done talking. I'm going to turn this over to you, and Ellen's going to look for thumbs up for people who want to share their ideas. How can we help you? What do you need from us to find and bring in new members to enhance your club? So thumbs up, you guys.
Or take yourself off mute and ask a question.
Everybody's shy.
I know.
I know.
We gave them
Okay, I'll
homework.
jump in. It's Grace of
Grace?
the Wings of Light. I guess my concern, or what I would like to see, is to get a younger set of generation of members in. And I'm not sure exactly how to do that, whether it's with club activities that can bring people in their 30s and 40s, or even in their 20s. And I'm just wondering if there's any suggestions for activities. You know, I know a lot of people like to go bike riding, or they go hiking, or whatever their interests are. How do you form a activity or an event that would interest those people in volunteering?
That is such a great question. And I know that at least half, if not more, of the people who are on this call right now want to hear this answer, because it's something that we all struggle with. Again, it's going to have to be personal to your club, because not everything's going to work for everybody. But there are strategies, there are opportunities that we can share. For example, one of the things they say is that you can recruit within 5 years of your own age. So I'm 65. I can recruit somebody down into 60 and up to early 70s. But what we have to do is start recruiting into the younger set, and then asking them to bring friends. And ask them, what are the things that excite you? What do you want to be involved in? What do you want to see this club doing? And oh, by the way, bring your clubs along, or bring your younger friends along to help. Anybody else have any ideas?
Hi, it's me, PDG Thelma. I'm the current district Leo advisor, and I'd like to offer that in your area, specifically Salinas, for example, check around your area. If you have middle school and high school, we have a Leo program, and that is a stepping stone to become a lion, and then maybe a training ground. They're really young lions, if you say it that way. So the age of a Leo is 12 to 18 for Alpha Leo Club. And for example, for Cupertino de Anza, they have 2 Leo clubs already. One is Monte Vista High School, and the other one is, what's the name? As a community Leo club, meaning the students that are there in the club are not in any of the high schools. And they have a new one coming up. It's called Lynbrook High School. So if your club does not have a Leo, we can help you do that, how to get into the high school and how to do it, or do one with the community. Your kids, your nephews, nieces. Yeah, that's my my 2 cents there. Thank you.
Awesome, thank you, Past Assistant Governor Thelma. Anybody else have ideas? Anybody else?
Liz,
Yes.
Liz Stan Weitzman. I'll introduce myself. I'm the secretary for the Los Gatos Club, and I'm also new zone chair for specialty and cyber clubs. So this is kind of my venue. One of the things I can speak to is actually my own experience, and I'm also on the board of the Veterans Foundation in Los Gatos. We just built a memorial in Los Gatos, and I was brought on to the Lions Club by Tim Duclos, who asked me if I would like to go to a meeting. Now, we've since brought on 2 other members of the Veterans Foundation, and one of them is a younger guy. He's is Rob around 45 or 50, KJ? Something like that. And so
I'm not sure of his age, but but anything that's young compared to me. So
yeah, he's definitely more than 10 years younger than I am. Right? And so from this experience, I can say that many of us belong to other organizations, and we have other members of differing ages. And I'd say that's actually an excellent source of finding people and inviting them to come to a meeting. And so that's my 2 cents on that.
Thank you. I see Bobby D has raised his hand.
Yes. Another way, the district has 2 really great hands-on projects, the Backpack for Kids and Rise Against Hunger. And under normal circumstances, these events bring in around 100 lions and guests to participate in these two district projects. And that would be something as the goes away, is to invite new prospective members to these service projects.
Great idea. I had Janini Hoffan from Milpitas Exec. You raised your hand.
Yes, I'm Lion Jenny of Milpitas Executive. I have an idea. Long time ago, we had a Vietnamese American Lions Club. So what I'm thinking is to form a branch Lions Club for my Vietnamese community people. So that would be a start to have a new membership as a branch club for Milpitas Executive Lions Clubs. So that's my 2 cents. Thank you.
Thank you. Does anybody else?
Alan?
Oh, Annie? I see Annie Black has raised her hand. Unmute yourself, Annie.
Okay,
There you are.
there we are. So how exciting, everybody. So Linda and I had spoken, and hopefully as a district, we can understand that I think a lot of us have been afraid of branch clubs or opening our mouth about a branch club when we know people can only get together in the morning, or we know that, you know, our late night meetings aren't really conducive to everyone. And I think that if we take that into consideration, people say, oh, I'd like to do it in the morning. We take that time, because I know Los Gatos has done that, and they've been very successful. And they also have a wonderful connection with the school and other items that are completely not what the Lions Club in Los Gatos is completely doing. And they have their own sector of things that they enjoy and like to support. So I really hope that more of us can open our eyes to branch clubs.
Thank you. Stewart, you want to unmute yourself? You have a question?
I have a comment. So nothing is off the table relative to creativity during these current times, especially regarding membership. One of the action items over a year ago at the California Alliance level was to submit for money from LCIF. And monies were raised for a public relations campaign. This campaign is just now being executed, where people on our interstate highways, including 205 and Interstate 5 and a couple other highways in Northern California, big billboards are being installed in the next month or two. And the billboard has the Lions logo, and it has a banner tag, ready to make a difference, with a question mark, and then our website. And when you go to the website, our California Alliance website, there is the same ready to make a difference, and as a button and a hyperlink to a membership application. This is, you know, way crazy from anything we've ever done. It's a way to put online the ability for people of any age, because remember the original question was, how do we get younger members? Well, people driving along in their vehicles are going to see, hey, I want to make a difference. And we've also got the tagline, "We serve," on this billboard. And some of them will access our website. They'll learn more about Lions. They will submit an application for Lions membership. We may have a virtual Lions district up and down the state. We can put the same sort of application on our district websites, on our club websites, and so on. But please think out of the box. Let's get really creative and fun in this whole endeavor.
Thank you, Bob. And let me piggyback on that. Please look at San Jose at the Bay Shore Freeway is where the sign will be located in our district. Actually, there's 2, 4, 6, 8. I have a list of 10 billboards right now that we are hitting So please look forward, and there'll be more information coming with that.
That's exciting.
That's coming from the MD4 PR committee, right, Alan?
That is correct.
Yes, so there's help coming down from above as far as all the way down to the club level. One thing that I did in our club is, so we had 5 members under 40, under the age of 40. And of course, they had a hard time coming to the noontime meetings. And, you know, so I said, let's just get together at my house and we'll have some pizza. And we sat around the dining room table and we just talked. And, you know, that got them so energized as far as, you know, talking about ideas on what they could do. So, you know, I'm trying to get them to form a branch because they can't come to the noontime meetings. But I think that the branch club is a very good idea to encourage your members who, for one reason or another, can't make it to the regular meetings. The other thing that I heard of, and it was through Kiwanis, I want to steal it, but I don't know how to do it without plagiarizing it. It's called the 321 Club. And I think it's a brilliant idea and great for enticing younger members, because it's pledging to do 3 hours of service a month, 2 hours of social, and how many of those kids don't want social, and 1 hour of meetings. And it seems like it's pretty successful. So I don't know how we can incorporate that, but it's an idea that I think, you know, we could at least look at. I'm done.
Okay, Karen, you had a question? You're muted, Karen. Please unmute yourself. There you are.
Okay, I don't know if I raised my hand, but maybe I did.
I don't know.
I was just going to say, who doesn't love a puppy? Everybody loves dogs. And so Canine Companions is a great opportunity for young people to get involved in either helping walk dogs, helping elderly people exercise their dogs. That could be a potential, as well as taking a group up to the Santa Rosa site and visiting Canine Companions when they're open. So I just wanted to share about our puppies, and every club in our district ought to be a membership club to Canine Companions, because they serve such a wonderful program to people who are in need.
So, Karen,
you have a question?
Hi, Kevin.
I see Dave Caplow had a comment.
Hi. Yes, thank you, Ellen. Yeah, I'm in West San Jose Campbell Lions Club, and all of us, I think, have access to Facebook groups in our locations, our neighborhoods, as well as next door. And what about the idea of just asking people to do a 3-2-1 or join some kind of initiative that the local group has, a local chapter has, and just reach out to the members, you know, in the community that way. That was it.
Yeah.
Thank you, Dave. That's a great idea. Kunuk? Shakika Kunuk? Unmute yourself.
Who's that?
Yes. Do you hear me?
Yes, there you are. Oh,
Saratoga. Yeah, Pamela, Saratoga Lions Club president. I like to give an example from my country, Turkey, Istanbul district. And then it worked very well. This is just an idea. I just remembered. During the pandemic, one of the clubs made many countless activities. One of the biggest hospital in Istanbul. And then they carried foods to the nurses and doctors, and they serve the or so gets buy some from the companies the masks and then the gloves and whatever they need that in the hospital that can be used daily, and then they dispose it. The food actually for the nurses and doctors, because they cannot go to their houses, for the patients also. And then very big amount, like $50,000 worth maybe. And then the hospital workers like this very much being served by Lions, so they wanted to know, and they they established a special club from the nurses and the doctors and the workers in the hospital. So one of the clubs, a branch club, but it's not like few people, maybe 25 people they initiated.
Thank you, Pinky. Gasha, you had a thumbs up?
I was just thinking it helps.
Okay.
Oh, at least I tried.
Okay. The next one I have that raised their hand is Nora. Lion Nora. You want to unmute yourself?
I think she's unmuted. Where is she?
I see you're right there. I asked her to unmute.
I'll unmute. Oh, there you go. No. Nora?
Okay, anybody else?
You know, on the mask thing, I did get an email from Spring from Los Gatos Lions, and she can actually make the masks with the Lions logo on it. And
hey, how do you talk on this thing?
What?
I'm sorry, Chickie. How do you talk on this thing?
We can. So we can send out information on that or contact Los Gatos. Let's see, Renee.
Yeah, but it's
all right. Alan, can I go next?
Yes, go ahead, Stan.
And Alan. So actually, what I just spoke about before, and I'm exchanging some text in the background because we're doing a service project tomorrow down at Fort Ord, and so I got some guys from well, one of our members is one of the gentlemen I referred to who had joined our club, and he's also on the Veterans Foundation with me. And he said, "Oh, and Jim Walker, this guy Jim from the foundation, wants to come down tomorrow." And he said, "Oh, and bring a membership for him." so which kind of just bears out what I said. If you already know people, and they're doing, they're already doing something, and you know them. So hopefully we have a new member coming aboard.
Excellent. Liz, do you want to comment?
I do. I just have a question. Dave from San Jose West Campbell, what's a 321?
Oh. Yeah. I think he's referring to what I referred to, stealing
Right.
honest. Is that what you're referring to?
Yes.
Yeah.
I think I was just thinking that if we reached out via Facebook neighborhood groups and Nextdoor, that people are scared of big commitments, especially younger people. If we can work on fund and need kinds of things or a specific program and then invite people just to help, I think people want to help. And once they want to help and they see what Lions do, maybe they want to be more involved. That was just the overall thought.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. And I just want to add to that, the Wings of Light is the branch club in Salinas, and they have been crazy busy lately, and they're really good about posting on Facebook. And they're starting to get just people from the community saying, how can I help? So whatever you're doing, make sure that you're using that social media to get the word out about it, and just make it look fun.
got a question.
Yes, Chickie, go ahead.
Our new club president, who's only been a lion for a year, her name's Renee. She's in on here. She doesn't know how to unmute her computer.
Oh.
So she needs your help. She's great. She's volunteered to be the club president. We're all here to help her, but she's got a question.
Sure.
Can
Renee,
you hear?
There she is.
Yes, I'm here.
Oh, we can hear you.
Okay. I brought this up to my fellow members from Freedom Lions Club. KSBW, one of the news channels in our area here, has a community service bulletin board. And I would imagine most of the other TV stations up in the Bay Area and whatnot would have that. How about posting something with them?
Good idea.
Right. In San Jose, there's a company called Create TV. And my granddaughter actually did a summer class with them, and it's for nonprofits to create their own, what do they call it? PSTs, the public service.
Announcement?
Yeah, PSA, yeah. So, you know, what we're going to do is have a resource page on the website, I hope, on the website, where, you know, we can give people links and ideas on where to, you know, what to do and where to find ideas like this.
Yeah, because they hit the public, you know, repetitively with the different community groups that are out there, and I think it'd be a great resource for Lions to take advantage of that.
Yeah, we'll have to add that to the link.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Kevin, you have your hand up? Second VDG?
Alan, yes, Alan. The only thing I want to comment on is when we get out of COVID, hopefully, one of the things we've been doing, our club went into a service-related avenue of Feed the Need, where the board voted on a matching. So we were over a little 2-week period, we raised $10,000 for our local restaurants, and we've distributed those checks. But it goes back to our closer association with our Chamber of Commerce and those individuals. And this circles back to the first question about how do we get younger members. And a lot of these younger business people in our community, they're either they're either not a part of a service group, or they're part of that dreaded Rotary. And so how do we get them as a Lion converts? Well, the main thing is to get involved. I like those ideas that are being passed around this forum right now, but that's another way, getting into your chamber groups and seeing what activities they have going on and get your clubs embedded in that. So our Lions, by virtue of just being in Los Gatos, are members of our Chamber of Commerce. So what we will do, and what we have been doing over the years, is continuing to be a part of those events. But I see where we've left certain things we haven't prospected enough down there, because I think we have some young members in the community that could benefit from not only being Lions, but that's how we can open up maybe a branch opportunity within our own, you know. So anyway, just wanted to comment to that. Is your chamber is an opportunity for younger business people. So
thank you, Kevin. Anybody else have any questions or comments about membership?
No. I think we can go on to the next section and call on Global Service Team Coordinator, Bob Stewart. Talk about
yourself, Bob. There you are.
Okay, thank you, District Governor Linda and Vice District Governor Allen. It's interesting in listening to this discussion this evening, how intertwined leadership and membership and service is. And it's almost like you can't get a sentence out without touching on two of the three. The Granita Award for years and years has been a pinnacle of recognition of the combination of the three in our district. And it's an award that's been given out at the annual convention. Over the years, we've noted that fewer and fewer teams are actively engaged in the contest during the year. And so this year, our district governor wisely, I think, said, let's scrub it and try to update it and make it more tuned to what it's always been. But we haven't been updating it enough to keep it in tune. So the target is to update it so that it better competes in a way that builds fellowship and fun throughout the district. And it's based on points relative to membership, service, and leadership development. So I'm going to highlight some of the key changes that are going to be in place this year. In past years, we've overlapped two of our years. So the contest has started at the close of the annual convention, and then it ends in the April timeframe. And so there's been a gap of 3 months, and the award is before the annual year ends, and so on. And so how do you, so we fixed it this year so that the contest runs from July 1st through June 30th. And then the winner, instead of being announced at our convention, is going to be announced at our August district cabinet meeting. So this year only, points are going to include April through June timeframe. So it's really a 15-month contest, if you will. We also this year have established that the district executive committee, composed of the district officers, are as a committee going to determine the top club winners. So it's not one person, it's a committee of people who are going to look objectively and oversee the whole thing. Reporting process. For membership and service activity, all you got to do is input on my LCI. So if your club, and hopefully all of our clubs are inputting on my LCI, their membership and service activities, you're automatically now entered into the contest. Leadership development reporting is submitted, can be submitted by each club for each line, but also can be recorded as part of our district in MD4 formal training classes. When you sign in, we'll have a record of your leadership development. When you register and attend MD4 Leadership Institute, when you register and attend USA Canada Forum, and so on. So we want to make it easier and more streamlined and automated as opposed to being more cumbersome to participate in the contest. And then relative to membership, we've got the LCI monthly reports. So the final report is as of July 1 of next year for this year's contest. And we'll go right up to the end and use that data to determine your base and your membership growth and so on. Also this year, we want to make it available online so that every club is aware of where they stand relative to where they are in accumulating club points. It's not going to be a surprise at the end of the year, except maybe the last couple of months we'll pull it offline. But at least for the first 3 cabinet meetings, we can promote it and describe where you are in terms of the race, and you can actually look online and make sure that the points that you submitted were recorded, and the points that weren't submitted, you can go back, for example, on MyLCI and report. We're not done yet fine-tuning everything. We've looked at what points are granted for what activities and what activities are going to be included. Most of the current activities from previous years will stay the same. We want it to be balanced so that every club competes fairly, whether they're a small club or a large club. They'll be fairly treated in terms of opportunity to win the Granito reward. And I think the only big change, no pull tabs this year, right, Linda?
Right.
So no more pull tabs, but other than that, pretty much expect what you've done in the past to stay in vogue, except we're going to make it easier, simple, better, faster, and certainly transparent and more fun, so that we can all see where each other is and work harder and harder and harder toward accumulating more and more points.
Now for the pull tabs, for those clubs that have thousands of pounds of pull tabs, the reason being that Ronald McDonald House is not collecting pull tabs anymore. And I don't think they have for a while. So the recommendation is if you have them, take them to your local recycler and get the money and donate it to either Ronald McDonald House or to your favorite charity. And that's why we're eliminating the pull tabs, because we really don't have a place to give them to.
So Linda, you're giving us all full license now to go back to our clubs and say, get rid of all the pull tabs, and tell everybody we're not going to collect them any longer. I just want to do that. I want to get it out there. So
absolutely collect pull tabs if you like for your own club.
No.
I mean, as a district project, I don't think it's viable anymore because we don't have a place to give them. I know Jan and Denny, what I think they've been doing that is taking all of the ones that have been donated to the district and taking them to their local recycle bin, recycler, and donating the money to Ronald McDonald House. So I just think it's not very.
No, all those.
I'm sorry.
Again, not questioning. Just want to be able to, that we are reaffirming that to get it out to all our clubs and our members, and those by that an extension of them that collect them on a regular basis, that we're not going to be doing this any longer. I don't have an issue with it. I just want to make sure that this decision is now in stone.
As far as I know, yep.
Yes. But one thing that we can collect is glasses, and today we took 22,000 pairs of glasses to the Lions and Sights in Vallejo today. And thank you to Lion John for delivering those today. 22,000 pairs of glasses were delivered to the warehouse today. So that is a project I think that can be done during a pandemic.
Wow.
You know, it doesn't take no work except for a few boxes and maybe leaving them on our doorsteps, and we can collect glasses and get them rounded up. So thank you to Lion John.
I did talk to Linda Griffin today, or emailed anyway, and asked when the warehouse would be open for projects, you know, for people to go up there and sort glasses as a service project. And she said probably not until after the 2021. But what clubs can do is, some clubs do, is make it a service project to get together outdoors in a park or something and sort your glasses and put them in different boxes, and those can be delivered to the warehouse and saves them a lot of work.
I see Lion Bobby D has his hand up again.
Yes, this is Pastor Germer, Bob. Was the collection of eyeglasses announced for this trip? Did we miss out something?
I missed it.
We all kind of missed it. I just saw that the U-Haul truck showed up at Lions and Sight today with 22,000 pairs. So
I got
okay, I was just curious.
I got 2,500 in in my garage, so.
Yeah, I got a couple thousand sitting over here also. So I was just curious if there was any information in regards to it, and it was not.
No, it
So
wasn't.
we'll
No
get
problem.
another campaign and we'll get another truck en route.
There you go. I thought maybe I missed something there.
Lion Nora, can you unmute yourself? You seem like you have a question. Let's see.
Nora, where are you?
I found her. She's on page 2. Lion Nora.
Nora.
Okay.
I don't know how to.
Okay.
Bottom line on Granito, please, please, please go into my LCI and start updating your reports, get them current. If you've turned in eyeglasses, report them as a service project, et cetera, et cetera. All the projects that are underway that you folks have been describing are so exciting and so good. But report them on my LCI, get the credit to LCI so that they can use it with LCIF and get more matching grants with other organizations and locally. Enable your club to be in the running for the Granito Award, and we'll soon start placing the status of the clubs in terms of competitive order online.
Thank you.
One thing I wanted to mention is it will be the reporting criteria will be in the directory in a easy to read table form with the number of points, the activity, and the resource documents that will be needed to count the points. And I think Rick, IPDG Rick had his hand up.
Oh, did he? Okay, I didn't catch him.
Yeah, I just wanted to say the reason that John had these 22,000 pair of glasses in his living room. And so when Linda said that he can bring them up, he loaded them up and took them up there. So yeah, because he wasn't taking any more until he got rid of those.
Okay.
Thank you, Rick.
All right.
I think past District Governor Steve has his hand up. You want to unmute yourself, Steve?
Hi. I just had a comment about the Granito Award. My only concern, it's funny how things old become new again, going back to the dates, the same thing as the Lions year, of course, is something we did years ago. And I understand why you're doing it. It makes perfect sense. My only concern was, and the reason that was changed a number of years back is that what we found was happening is many clubs, well, not many, but there were some clubs that right before, before the convention, their membership got really high. And then before the January date to drop members, they dropped a huge amount of members. So when they ended actually they did that in July. So what they did is they dropped members in July. So the governor's year at the very end of it, had a huge drop in membership right after the convention. So that's my only concern is after the May convention, they dropped membership and did not renew them when it came July 1. That's just my concern.
What does that have to do with the Granito?
Well, the Granito is based on membership growth. So we had high membership growth up until the May convention, and before the Lions governor year was over, the governor experienced a huge drop in membership.
Well, I think we stopped that by getting the last count as of July 1. So it trued it all up.
Yeah. So you're gonna pick the last count in July.
Right, and then we're gonna announce it at the August district cabinet meeting.
Right, and when does the count start back up again, in June then, or July? What starts July 1?
July 1, it starts up again, yeah. So it's a July 1 to June 30th. But for membership, we're taking the July 1 report.
Right.
Membership is really only I think it's a very well-balanced contest. There's more than, it takes into consideration membership, leadership, service, and I think it balances it out more. than just membership.
Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you. I think Lion George, you want to unmute yourself?
PDG Bob, a question for you. As club administrator, I'm doing the recording to LCI, and we have a couple of club members that on occasion will attend a morning meeting of another club up here, but they do not do it to where it's an official visit. They'll only be maybe one at a time. Should those visits be reported to LCI, or are just official club visits to be reported to LCI?
That question's been going around.
Yeah, I don't have an answer, and I'm going to, since I'm not district governor, I'm going to ask the district governor to make a ruling.
Oh, well.
Key thing for my LCR and my Lion is service, and they've kind of gone back and forth about meetings and meeting attendance. That's not the primary goal. The primary goal is donations, receiving monies, and doing service. So those are our primary things. Now, if they're doing service for that club, yes, it would count. But just by attending meetings, it doesn't count really.
That is my thought. I'm thinking just report the ones that are official visits. Once we've got our official visit, we're good for the year.
That's correct. That is correct, George.
Okay. Thank you.
So visitations will still be counted.
Yes, visitations will be counted, but I'm thinking for my Lion reporting purposes, the key there is service. I think Lion Larry Hidalgo, you want to unmute yourself? Since you're iPad 56.
Yeah. Are we going to hear about the District 466 NAMI that was submitted to MD4 tonight, or what?
We did talk about it at the beginning. Are you talking about the actual report?
Yes, ma'am. I'm talking about the actual NAMI action items that you all have submitted to MD4. Are we going to?
For sake of time, Larry, and I'll just weigh in, it is at the MD4's website. If you click on NAMI, click on District 4C6, and you can get the whole document.
I was going to say that it is public.
Well, because I thought this was part of the meeting, so we all could see what your goals and objectives are for the year.
We show it to you, but everybody can just click on the link and see it for themselves rather than.
Okay, no, that's fine. That's fine. That's fine.
Linda, I have it right here. Did you want me to read them real quick of what our goals and our objective? No?
I don't care.
That's fine. No, that's fine.
No?
Set up to GMT Liz on,
Liz is actually, it's her document.
She's the brainchild here, so.
I just think that we've got 7 minutes left, and we had another. We want to talk about the Boomerang Award, and then we've also got some other questions we could ask these guys. I would encourage anybody who's interested in seeing that document, go ahead and go to the MD4 website, and you can click on 4C6, and there it is. We certainly are happy to put together a longer session all about NAMI, if that would be something that would be interesting to you guys. But that's something else we want to hear from you, is what would you like to hear on these town hall meetings? What is the most beneficial for you to get involved in a discussion about?
Okay, Gilbert Perez, you have a question?
Sure do. Going back to membership, right now I'm not even thinking about recruiting new members. I'm trying to keep our members. We have a very, very small club. How do we keep them enticed to join us on the meetings and participate? Even though we don't have a person-to-person meeting, even on Zoom, I having problems getting them to even try to connect to the meeting. I have done so many different ways to entice them to participate, calling them, emailing, texting, and I have very, very little participation. What can I do to make them at least show up to the meetings? Any ideas?
That is a question I think that probably every club is having at this time. You know, we have the same problem with our club. We have a lot of members who are afraid of Zoom. And I'm just trying to really emphasize to them that they can participate in club meetings by phone, just by dialing the number and listening to what's going on, and at least being an active member that way. The pandemic is very challenging as far as, you know, keeping clubs going, and we realize that. And, you know, any help that we can give you in training on Zoom, you know, just let us know. We can certainly do what we can to help.
I think Pamela Berry, you have a question?
Yes, I do. I'm from the West San Jose Campbell Lions Club as well. And I have a question because of COVID, a lot of our in-person fundraising events are canceled. So we have been doing, thanks to Dave Caplow, we did a direct fundraiser on Facebook, but the money goes directly, we did it for Home First. So the money goes directly to the, you know, the cause that we support. And then we are also planning a fundraiser for the Blind Center. So since the monies will be going directly to the charity that we're supporting, so instead of writing a check to them, we are holding the fundraiser and then they will get the money directly. Can we count that in our service reports?
Yes.
Okay, that's all I wanted to know. Thank you.
Pamela, are you on Facebook, Pamela?
Yes, I just joined like 2 weeks ago. I have 3 friends. No. But Dave has been doing the fundraisers on Facebook.
There's a group called Global Lions Forum, I think it is. And I can probably send everybody a link or add it to the next news blast that gives lots and lots of ideas on online fundraising. There's webinars, there's so much information out there because everybody's going through the same problem. How to have an online store. I'm going to share one of our best fundraisers in our club is what we call Pies for Eyes, and it's an online store. Everybody sees the pictures of the pies, and we promote that. They click on the pie that they like. They pay by credit card. No money changes hands. It goes into our bank account on the day that we are supposed to deliver. They're frozen. We go pick them up. We say you have 3 hours to pick up your frozen pies. Otherwise, it goes in my freezer. And so, you know, ideas like that. You know, just but share your ideas. Go on Facebook and look for some groups, and look on the LCI website or what do they call it? Visionary, or I forget what they call it, website that gives all of these webinars, that gives the answers.
Great, thanks.
Hi, this is Lane Stan. One of the things that we do in Los Gatos that I think is extremely effective, and we continue to do it even though we have the Zoom meetings, is we always try to have a speaker. So whether it's Mike Wasserman, or whether it's somebody from the town council, or somebody who's written a book, or or somebody from the FBI. I mean, we've had all sorts of people that speak, and I think that's one of the reasons people keep on coming to the meetings, because they always know they're going to hear something fairly interesting. You know, sometimes it's kind of not so interesting, but in general, you get to hear a speaker for 20-25 minutes and get to ask questions, and so it's a good format, and it gives people a reason to come to the meeting.
Thank you, Stan. That's a really good idea to have guest speakers come. I had IPDG Rick. You had a question?
No, I'm just going to make that same comment. We just had a guest speaker Wednesday, a lady from the crime unit, Saturday Police Department, and it was interesting how the crime rate is going and what kind of crimes are being, being committed. And those, we had a good crowd. We had probably about 25 of our members attend the meeting to listen to what she had to say.
Perfect. We're coming up to 8 o'clock right now, and I think Janine wanted to talk about the boomerang real quick.
Can you remind people to put their things on mute though, Alan, if they're not?
Yes. Yeah, I'm trying to watch that myself and put people on mute too.
Yeah.
Okay, good. Go ahead, Janine.
Okay, well, this is going to be really brief. I just want to say, first of all, hello to everybody. Thank you so much for coming. We've had many members ask whether we were going to continue the Boomerang Award this year. Well, the answer is yes. For anyone not familiar with the award, it's given to the club that brings back former members. And these members don't necessarily need to rejoin the same Lions Club that they left. They can come from anywhere, any club, any district. So it's going to be similar to the Granito in the respect that this year's contest will start where the last contest ended on June 1st, 2020, and continue until the end of the Lions year on June 30th, 2021. So that's the only message I really wanted to get out to everyone. If you have questions about that, please, get to myself or Lion Liz or the district governor, and we'll make sure to answer your questions. It should also probably be in your new directory. Okay, so that's it for me. Any questions?
Thank you, Janine. Oh, Gasha?
So who won the last year? Which club?
We
will be announced in the future.
Oh, it means that I didn't miss anything. Thank you.
No, you didn't miss anything.
I'm happy with this answer.
We, this end of last year kind of got messed up with no convention, no murder mystery, no, contest. So those will be happening. I wanted to announce the district installation is going to be, I moved it up to August 9th because we kept getting canceled by hotels. And so now it will be a virtual installation on August 9th. And we're working on that, I think from 2 to 4, and that's a Sunday afternoon. And immediately following that will be the first cabinet meeting with the memorial of our departed Lions, which we've missed at the last convention as well, that we didn't have, as well as Governor IPDG Rick will be announcing the winners of the awards from last year. So we got a lot of things to do in those 2 hours, but I think it's doable. We can do it. It's going to be a very abbreviated cabinet meeting, but more emphasis on the awards and remembering our fallen Lions. Can I just add one thing before we leave? I would like to see, I'm going to launch a poll, and you can rate this town hall meeting and let us know what you think of it. So here we go. Just go ahead and put your answers in, your voting in, and we will give you about a minute to do it.
Oh, I guess I can't vote.
You can't vote?
I'm a host.
Oh. Yeah, me neither. I'm glad to see nobody saying would rather walk the dog.
Can I say something just for a second?
Yes.
Thank you. For this week, or on the 1st, we're still going to have the backpacks. The clubs that are getting the backpacks have been sent a schedule. We'll be doing it out in the parking lot. We're going to be putting pop-ups up with the tables. But, obviously we can't have everybody there the same time. So please take a look at that schedule and show up when you are scheduled. We're trying to run everybody through as quickly as we can and get all the backpacks to everybody so they can distribute them. Thank you.
Awesome. Okay.
Thank you.
All right, the polling is finished and I'm going to share the results. Yay! So it looks like people like this format and we'll do it again. And hopefully we'll do it once a month so that we can get your feedback and get this district moving in the right direction of 1,250 members.
How many kids?
I think I want to comment tonight that there was almost 65 people joined us tonight. There's a few people who are doubled up. Another thing too is please feel free to email us any topics, ideas, or talking points you would like. Please email Liz, myself, or Linda, and we can put those as an action item for the next town hall meeting. We want to hear from you. We want to hear your feedback. We as the cabinet are here for you. We just don't want to speak down to you guys. We want you guys to speak from the ground up to us.
Right.
Question, please. Last I heard, we had a meeting on August the 2nd. This has now been changed to August 9.
That's cool.
Yes.
Thank you.
Yeah. We just need a little bit extra time. So August 9th will be the date. And I'll send the information out. All right. Liz, are you done with your presentation? And we got the whole agenda done. It's we've announced the installation, and if anybody wants to stay on, we'll leave the meeting on for another 5 or 10 minutes if you want to just say hang around and say hello. But other than that, I think we're done. Thank you so much for coming. Awesome. How many people did we have, Alan?
It was up to about 65 with our double ups.
Woo, all right. I expected. Okay.
Good night,
Great job,
everybody.
everybody. It was so
Good
nice.
night,
Good night, everybody.
Thank you,
Thank
guys.
you. Good night.